Welcome, everyone, to Intensity Broadcasting for coverage of the Thunderstruck Super Late Model Series fueled by iRacing Performance. Tonight, the Super Late Models will be taking on Bristol Motor Speedway for 125 laps of racing action. Let's see what happens here at the last Great Coliseum. I'm going to be your announcer for tonight, Atlee Atmanlease, and I'm excited to call all the racing action here tonight. Including tonight, we only have 3 races left, so the points is really getting down to the nitty-gritty. Every single point counts here. Right now, Aaron Johnson has an 8-point lead over second place Corey Bigley. 331 points for Johnson, 323 points for Corey Bigley. Third right now in the point standings is A.J. Rogers. Then in fourth, it is Rick Rube, and fifth is Donald Clark. So really the only 2 drivers currently with a chance at the championship are Aaron Johnson and Corey Bigley. So eyes are going to be on them for a lot of tonight's event. Every position counts for those 2. Now last week we were at 5 Flag Speedway and we saw Kyle Martinson led from flag to flag, leading all 125 laps. Started on the pole. We saw Will Drevke finish second. Third was Jason Warren. Fourth was Aaron Johnson. And then running at your top 5, we saw A.J. Rogers. And Will Drevke coming off a runner-up finish. He is currently on the top of the board here at Bristol. 14.46 is his best lap time. Second is Corey Bigley, who ran a 14.49, and third is Rick Rube, who also ran a 14.49. Fourth and fifth is Aaron Johnson, Shannon Wilder. We do want to thank, first of all, iRacing Performance for all of their support of Thunderstruck, and we'd also like to thank Big Frig for all of their support as well. Now, Big Frig, they provide high-quality stainless steel double-wall vacuum-sealed tumblers as well as high-quality roto-molded coolers. Big Frig caters to the consumer, whether you are an adventurer, outdoorsman, sports fanatic, or just someone who enjoys a hot cup of joe. Big Frig knows that not every customer is the same, so they design their products to fit your needs. Take the Badlands coolers along with you to your next barbecue or on your next hunting or fishing trip, or take along their 30-ounce Big Frig on a fishing trip and have a cold drink on hand for an all-day excursion. All of their products are made durable with stainless steel construction. Their double-wall vacuum insulation helps with temperature preservation, keeping drinks cold for over 50 hours and hot for 5+ hours. Now, there are 3 ways you can go about purchasing products from Big Frig. You can first visit their website, bigfrig.com, and purchase products directly from there. You can type in Big Frig on Amazon, and you can purchase all of their products on there. Or go to their website, click on dealer locations, and you can see if your nearest sporting goods store has Big Frig in stock. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Big Frig actually currently has a deal going on at the moment. Yes, they do. Right now, so from today's date until the 31st of May, you can get 30% off of a Badlands cooler, and that excludes the 10 quart. So if you're interested in buying a cooler from Big Frig, now is definitely the perfect time to do so, because all Badlands coolers, except for the 10 quart, are 30% off. So great way to start the summer by getting a new cooler from Big Frig and getting a great deal because they are 30% off. So again, if you're in the market for a tumbler or a cooler, Big Frig is the way to go. And like always, they will sponsor tonight's Big Frig Ice Cold Move the Race. Here we go. Qualifying is underway. Drivers will get 2 laps to try to set their best possible lap time here tonight. And that time will determine where they start in the feature. Shannon Wilder in the 10 machine starting his first lap. There's Aaron Ward heading out onto the track. Corey Bigley to the top of the board with a 14.61. 3/10 behind him is Shannon Wilder with a 14.92. Eric Tracy to second with a 14.91. That will put him about 4/10 off of Corey Bigley. Shannon Wilder is second with a 14.69. And then Eric Tracy improves on his second lap, and he runs a 14.55. Tracy 0.05 off of first place Corey Bigley. Jonathan Cofield in the 53 on track right now. Got Carson Hayslip on Facebook. He says, yo, what's up, Carson? Thanks for tuning in to watch tonight's broadcast. Got some awesome super late model action for you tonight here at the Last Great Coliseum. Oh, we see Jonathan Cofield getting loose off of turn number 4. That is going to ruin his qualifying run. Now, because of the banking and the length of Bristol, these cars are absolutely flying around this place. Corey Bigley, his top speed on his best qualifying run was 138 miles per hour. The key here is definitely utilizing that banking, arcing the corner, and then exiting low, because you're pretty much, if you're doing that, you're going downhill, and you're always going faster if you're going downhill. We got Kyle Martinson heading out onto the track in that 07 machine. Martinson was last week's winner at 5 flags, looking to make it 2 in a row, and he gets loose off of turn number 4. But he does not cross the start-finish line, which means that he will get a do-over. Just sent it, and it got out from under him. Warming up the tires. Do have a bit of a cool track, 73 degrees Fahrenheit, just because it is nighttime. Doesn't have the sun beating on it. He was cheesing, just did it a little bit too hard. Oh, and he gets loose, heading into 1 and 2, and that is going to just pretty much ruin his qualifying run because he had already crossed the start-finish line. Aaron Johnson heading through turns 3 and 4, getting ready to complete his first lap. Johnson to third with a 14.57, and he gets loose coming off of turn number 2. Man, a lot of drivers struggling here at Bristol. Will Drevke gets loose. A lot of drivers struggling here in qualifying, especially off a corner exit. I guess you got to be a little bit gentle when you're getting back into that gas. You don't want to use the throttle like a light switch. That's the best way that I can describe what these drivers are kind of struggling with right now. If you get back into the gas a little bit too early, it'll set up the car, or if you get back into the gas a little bit too hard. So the key is just you don't use the gas like a light switch. And a lot of times what I like to do, what I like to think about is I like to pretend that there's like an egg under my throttle, under my pedal, and I don't want to break that egg. And because we don't have more than 15 drivers, we're going to skip the B main and have another 2-minute warm-up just to give these drivers a little bit of extra practice time before we officially go green here at Bristol. Now the drivers to watch tonight. I know he is going to be starting in the back, but Kyle Martinson, always one to watch out for. He won last week at 5 Flags. Got his second win of the season. Also, got to watch out for Will Drevke, another driver who didn't have a very good qualifying run. He's also going to have to work his way up through the field, but was very, very fast last week. He is looking for his first win of the season here tonight. And you never can count out Aaron Johnson in that number 21 machine. Your current points leader has had a great season, consistently in the top 5. Average finish of 4th. That is very good. Maybe even better than that. There may be a couple outliers in his finishing results that are affecting that statistic. Aaron Johnson currently first on the board here in the warm-up. Then we see Will Drevke goes to the front with a 14.49. This is a fixed setup league. Setups are provided by Shock iRacing Performance. So shout out to them for doing that. A lot of the regulars not in the race tonight. We don't have Sam Wetstein, Josh Oswald, Del Mears, Jason Warren. All of them not racing tonight. So here we go. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for tonight's event. Starting on the pole with a 14.498, it is the 28 of Corey Bigley. Second is Eric Tracy. Third is Velocity Motorsports is Aaron Johnson in the 21. Fourth is Rick Rubin. Then running at your top 5, Wildfire Racing, Shannon Wilder in the 10. In 6th, we have Will Drevke. 7th is Gene Watkinson in the 111. 8th is Aaron Ward. 9th is Kyle Martinson. And then running at your top 10, it's Jonathan Cofield in the 53. So here we go. The field is set. 10 drivers. Bit of a smaller field, but that does not mean we're going to have bad racing here tonight. 10 drivers, especially with everybody so close to each other with lap times. This is going to make for an awesome race. And, of course, we're running at Bristol, the last great Coliseum. These super late models are very, very fast here. We're seeing drivers get all the way up to 140 miles per hour if you're pushing it. Got a couple drivers, fast drivers starting in the back, including last week's winner, Kyle Martinson. Will be watching them as they work their way up to the field. And the key, easy off the corner. Don't use the throttle like a light switch. These drivers are going to need to be very, very careful. Hit their marks, because one small mistake could cost them 10 positions, 9 positions. Since it's a smaller field, there's not a lot of room for error. Should see some long green flag runs as well. Pace car pulls in. And green flag is out here at Bristol Motor Speedway. The last great Coliseum in the Volunteer 65 is underway. There we see Corey Bigley taking off. He's got Eric Tracy looking to his outside. Side by side for second. Johnson with the nose as we head here through 3 and 4. He is able to get clear. Aaron Johnson now to the second place spot. Corey Bigley remains the leaders, but he's got Aaron Johnson reeling him in now for first place bit by bit. Johnson is getting closer to that back bumper. We see Johnson peaking down low, coming off of turn number 4. Good corner exit speed for that 21 machine last time by. Johnson was about 400ths faster than Corey Bigley. Falls off him a little bit there. Trying to reel him back in. Corey Bigley just ran the fastest lap time of the race so far with a 14.65, and these tires are still coming in. It takes about 5 laps before the tires start to come in. Still a little bit cold. Johnson 14.61, new fastest lap time for the field. He is reeling back in. Corey Bigley, good run as we head into 3 and 4. Eric Tracy, your third place driver, just ran the fastest lap time of the race with a 14.57. These drivers need to take advantage of these fresh tires and make some moves while they have their fresh tires. There's no tire changing throughout tonight's event. These drivers will be stuck with these tires for 125 laps. So these drivers need to take advantage of these fresh tires while they have them. And we see Johnson peaking low as we head into 1 and 2. Couldn't quite get under the 28 machine. Shannon Wilder ran a 14.57, new fastest lap time. He's currently sitting in the 6th place spot. Surprised with that lap time. He isn't farther up in the field. We continue to watch this battle for first, and really you could throw a blanket over the top 3 as Eric Tracy is there as well. If something happens between your top 2, he will be able to pounce and take the lead. Eric Tracy, without a win this season, looking to try to get his first one here tonight. Definitely a possibility. Looking very, very fast. Currently, actually, Eric Tracy, fastest driver on track right now. He's being patient. And oh, we see Johnson peaking low under the 28. He was there to the quarter as we headed into 1 and 2. So we see Corey gives him a lane side by side as we head through 3 and 4. Bigley with the nose. He is holding his own on that outside. And Aaron Johnson able to get clear. Eric Tracy going to try to follow behind him, and he is able to get clear. Tracy to second, Johnson to first. Corey Bigley falls to third here at Bristol. Philip Manzo on Facebook says, let's go Mean Gene, number 111. Gene Watkinson currently sits in the last place position. He's got 6 seconds between him and 9th place, Aaron Ward. Rough race so far for Mean Gene. We'll see if he can work his way up to the field maybe. Seems to be all over the place in the corners. Just having trouble controlling that car. Eric Tracy trying to reel in Aaron Johnson for this first place spot, but it seems as though Johnson is extending the gap. He does. Look at another battle going on track. Shannon Wilder trying to get by Kyle Martinson for this 5th place spot. Martinson started second to last, so he had his work cut out for him to work his way up to the field. Still got 4 more positions before he can get up front. Phil Hanson says he is saving his tires, LOL. Mean Gene, you got a top 10 no matter what. That's right. Only 10 cars. Speaking of Mean Gene, looks like he just went a lap down. Leader Aaron Johnson goes by him. But yeah, Gene Watkinson has a guaranteed top 10 tonight. And you never know what's going to happen. We might see some drivers get into trouble later in the race. Yeah, a lot of drivers right now in tire saving mode. making sure that they're going to have fresh tires for the end of the race. Jonathan, we see Shannon Wilder still trying to get by Kyle Martinson for this 5th place spot. Wilder looking high, looking low, trying to set up the pass. I know these two. Oh, and there we go. We see Wilder looking low. Almost got to the rear quarter panel of that 07. We see Corey Bigley was looking to the outside there, trying to get by Tracy. The door's open. He looks low as we head into 1 and 2. He gets to the rear quarter panel. They're side by side on the backstretch. Corey Bigley with the nose heading through 3 and 4. He is able to get clear. We see Tracy trying to make the crossover, but he can't quite make it happen. And Bigley is starting to extend that gap between him and Tracy. Corey to the 2nd place spot. He's got to try to get back up there to Aaron Johnson if he wants to get back to where he started tonight's event. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about the track that we are racing at tonight. Bristol Motor Speedway bills itself as the world's fastest half mile, and despite straightaways barely 200 yards long, it is a very fast racetrack. The secret is in the variable banking and the 300-yard wide open corners. You may not have much room to accelerate off one corner before shutting down for the next. With steep banking up to 30 degrees, there's not much loss of speed when you get there, and the all-concrete racing surface provides great traction. Bristol Motor Speedway has 160,000 seats arrayed in grandstands all the way around the racing surface. Bristol looks more like a football stadium on steroids than a typical racetrack. Veteran drivers have described racing at this East Tennessee Speed Emporium as the equivalent of flying a fighter jet in a gymnasium. So it's not surprising that every NASCAR Cup Series race draws a massive crowd. Still, the best seat in the house is the one behind the wheel, but it's not a relaxing one, with laps at racing speeds ticking by at barely more than 15 seconds. Oh, and the compact nature of the track means that there are infield pits on both front and rear straightaways, so drivers have that added complication to deal with. At the conclusion of a 500-lap NASCAR Cup Series race, not a single car makes it back to the garage without at least a few bumps, scrapes, or battle bruises, and the drivers aren't in much better shape. Bristol opened in 1961 and has a number of remodelings over the years and several owners as well. It has been under its current owner, Speedway Motorsports, that Bristol Motor Speedway has enjoyed its greatest period of growth. The track hosts events for all three of NASCAR's National Series and the ARCA Menard Series. And Bristol recently has gone through a dirt makeover in the spring. And they have welcomed the World of Outlaws as well as Cup Series' only dirt race. So Bristol Motor Speedway, definitely an awesome track. A lot of history to the place. And always great racing. Looks like the floodgates have opened for Eric Tracy. He has fell to the 5th place spot. Kyle Martinson, Will Drevke, both were able to get by him. Kyle Martinson trying to wheel in Drevke for the 4th place spot. Martinson, Drevke raced with each other a lot, whether it's been an ITZR or Thunderstruck, and Martinson's just thinking back to what all of Drevke's tendencies, what is he known for doing, and he's got to try to use that to his advantage. He's also looking to see where Drevke is braking, where he's lifting, where he's getting back into the gas, and Martinson might want to adjust where he's braking, lifting, getting back in the gas to try to take an advantage of what Drevke is doing. Drevke's getting back to the gas in a certain spot. Martinson might want to try to adjust his line and adjust his where he's lifting to maybe get in the gas a little bit earlier than where Drevke is getting back into the gas at. Cofield reeling in Shannon Wilder for this 5th place spot. Cofield's second biggest mover of the race. He started in the last place spot. Didn't have a good qualifying run. I believe he spun, which hurt his qualifying time, so he had his work cut out for him in working his way up to the field, but he is up to 6th now, and maybe potentially he's going to get to 6th if he can get by Shannon Wilder. Cofield looking high, looking low, trying to set up the pass. Yeah, most of the tracks that this series races at they're typically asphalt, but Bristol, very, very unique with its concrete surface. Bristol definitely one of the most unique tracks, and the key with that concrete surface is it provides great traction for these drivers. Shannon Wilder starting to reel in Kyle Martinson for this 4th place spot. Jonathan Cofield still trying to get by Shannon Wilder for this 5th place spot. He has a great run coming off of turn number 4. Shannon. So right now I got a 3-car battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th between Kyle Martinson, Shannon Wilder, and Jonathan Cofield. And with 3 cars, anything can happen. Make sure to go check out our web store, IntensityBroadcasting.com. There you can find shirts, hats, mugs, mouse pads, stickers, photo paper posters, and so much more from your favorite broadcaster and all the amazing leagues that we broadcast. Especially if you're a fan of the Thunderstruck Super Series, make sure to check out the Thunderstruck collection. There, first of all, you can find a Thunderstruck racing shirt, which, I mean, this t-shirt is everything you've dreamed of and more. It's soft and lightweight. It's got the right amount of stretch. It's comfortable. And, of course, you're supporting Thunderstruck Super Series, and it comes in a lot of colors as well. Black heather, navy red, black, dark gray heather, asphalt, and oxblood black, and comes in sizes extra small to 5XL. And then there's also just the normal Thunderstruck t-shirts with just the Thunderstruck logo. Hold on, looks like there's just a wreck. Yep, caution flag is out. We'll talk more about the Thunderstruck merchandise in a second. We got to check out what happened here. I saw Shannon Wilder win around. Hey, look, the Wreckage Rewind's at Bristol. Just now realized that. Or the GIF is. So here we go. Shannon Wilder trying to make a pass on Kyle Martinson, heading onto the backstretch now. We see they're coming up on lap car Gene Watkinson. Oh! So looks like there was some net code there between Gene Watkinson and Shannon Wilder. Look. They do not touch it, looks like. And even if they did, I don't think that damage or that hit should have caused that amount of impact, but just breaks the 10 loose, goes around, comes down into Gene Watkinson again. Hard into the outside wall. Unfortunate there for Shannon Wilder. Well, this is our first caution in 56 laps. It's been a great, clean race so far from everybody. We've seen a lot of give and take. Question is, how long will that give and take last? As I was talking about, though, make sure to go. There's also Thunderstruck Super Series t-shirts, just normal with the logo, not any fancy graphics or anything. And it comes in 5 colors: black, navy, red, sport gray, white. Comes in sizes small to 5XL, and these shirts are 100% cotton, men's heavyweight t-shirts, and they will help you land a more structured look. It sits nicely, maintains sharp lines around the edges, and goes perfectly with layered streetwear outfits. Plus, it's extra trendy, so you will be the coolest person at work or school if you pick up one of these Thunderstruck t-shirts. There's also Thunderstruck stickers that come in 3 different sizes, and these stickers are printed on durable, high-opacity adhesive vinyl, which makes them perfect for regular use as well for covering other stickers or paint. And the high-quality vinyl ensures that there are no bubbles when applying the stickers. We actually, a friend of mine told me that he had bought some of our stickers, and there were absolutely no bubbles on it. So if you hate having bubbles in your stickers, definitely go pick some up from our web store. And there's also photo paper posters, which are posters that are partly glossy, partly matte, and they'll add a touch of sophistication in your room. Put it in your room, put it in your office, and also for the stickers, put them on your race car or put them on your everyday vehicle. So, and all proceeds go back into the broadcast or back to the leagues, so you're also helping support us and the leagues that we broadcast. So again, make sure to check out our web store, intensitybroadcasting.com. We're getting ready to go back green here. Aaron Johnson restarting on the bottom. Corey Bigley restarting on the top. Behind them, it's Will Drevke and Kyle Martinson. I will say we have lost Shannon Wilder and Eric Tracy. Both of them have mainly disconnected, so if you were rooting for either of those drivers, they are out of the race. Green flag is back out there. We see Aaron Johnson taking off. Martinson looking to the outside of Corey Bigley. He's able to get to the rear quarter panel. Look at that. Martinson, great run on that outside to the rear quarter panel as we head off of turn number 4. Still side by side. Martinson very, very fast on that high lane. Bristol very, very unique because there is multiple grooves here. And we're seeing that in effect here. Martinson with the nose coming off of turn number 4. They are still side by side for this second place spot. Martinson with the nose. We see Bigley fighting back on the bottom as we head off of turn number 4. Corey with the nose. And right there as well as Will Drevke and Jonathan Cofield is joining the party. Kyle Martinston still with the nose on that outside. Corey Bigley fights back on the bottom. Martinson now, wow, back and forth between these two. Neither driver giving one another an inch. Martinson almost clear, just needs to get one more good run. And there we go, he is clear. Kyle Martinson now to the second place spot. He's just got to get down. And we are side by side for third. Will Drevke's like, hey, looks like this outside works. I'm going to try to get by Corey Bigley that way. Trying to follow behind Kyle Martinson. He is able to get clear. Drevke to third, and the floodgates are just opening for Corey Bigley here. Looks like Drevke able to get to the rear quarter panel of that 07 machine of Kyle Martinson. They are side by side as we come off of turn number 4. Make a little bit of contact there. We saw Cofield got into the wall. Still side by side for the second place spot. Martinson with the nose, but looking back low as we head into 3 and 4 is Drevke. Great battle here. Everson, oh! Barn into the outside wall, or excuse me, the inside wall for Martinson and Drevke. No caution is out. There we go. Now the caution flag waves. Second caution of the race. Hard impact for two fast drivers. The drivers who finished positions 1 and 2 last week have just put it into the inside wall. Let's take a look at what happened here. So we see Drevke is looking low as we head into turns 3 and 4. Martinson on the outside, Drevke on the bottom. Ooh. So watch the right side tires of Drevke. Below that line, comes up above that seam, then comes up above that seam. Looks like he just comes up the track a little bit. And that's going to send both of them hard into that inside safer barrier. Both drivers' front ends getting severely crinkled up. But look at this. Look who is having a top 5 or top 3 run here tonight. That is Aaron Ward in the 99. We typically don't see him up in the top 3, but great performance here tonight for that 99. Love to see it. Man from Valparaiso, Indiana. Always nice to see him have a good run. So currently, here's a look at our top 5. Johnson sits in first. Corey Bigley is right now in second. Aaron Ward sits third. Rick Rube is currently fourth. And then rounding out your top 5, it is Jonathan Cofield. Currently, only 7 of the 10 drivers are on the lead lap. One thing I'm interested to watch is the journey for Will Drevke and Kyle Martinson as they are going to try to work their way up through the field. We know both of them are fast. They were running in second and third when the caution flag came out. Unfortunate there for both of them. So here we go. Pace car making that hard left turn onto pit road. And green flag is back out here at Bristol Motor Speedway. There we see Aaron Johnson taking off. We see side by side for third between Rick Rube and Aaron Ward. Rube with the nose on the outside, and he is able to get clear. And now Kyle Martinson looking to the outside of Ward for this 4th place spot. He is also able to get clear. Martinson to 4th place now. I think now's the perfect time to turn up the volume and pump up the intensity. Here you'll get to see the sights and hear the sounds of the racetrack. Here we go. there you have it. That is going to do it for Pump Up the Intensity. Hopefully you enjoyed us turning up the volume. But we take our eyes back down to the racing action. We have a battle going on for this first place spot between Corey Bigley and Aaron Johnson. Bigley, he started on the pole here in tonight's event, but so Johnson was able to get by him early on. And Bigley is just now catching back up here to try to take this lead back. We do want to one more time thank iRacing Performance for all of their support of the league, and we'd also like to thank Big Frig Coolers for all of their support. Big Frig provides high-quality stainless steel double-wall vacuum-sealed tumblers, as well as high-quality roto-molded coolers. Big Frig caters to the consumer, whether you are an adventurer, outdoorsman, sports fanatic, or just someone who enjoys a hot cup of joe. Big Frig knows that not every customer is the same, so they design their products to fit your needs. Take the Badlands coolers along with you to your next barbecue or on your next hunting or fishing trip, or take along their 30-ounce Big Frig on a fishing trip and have a cold drink on hand for an all-day excursion. All of their products are made durable with stainless steel construction. Their double-wall vacuum insulation helps with temperature preservation, keeping drinks cold for over 50 hours and hot for 5+ hours. Now, if you're interested in purchasing products from Big Frig, there's 3 ways you can go about this. First of all, you can visit their website, bigfrig.com. Purchase all items you want directly from there. You can also search up Big Frig on Amazon and purchase all of their products from there. Or go to their website, click on dealer locations, and see you can see if your nearest sporting goods store has Big Frig in stock. And I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, right now, Big Frig is currently doing a sale to start the summer off right. They are, from now until the 31st of May, you can get 30% off a Badlands cooler, except for the 10-quart Badlands cooler. So start the summer off right by getting yourself a new cooler so you can have cold drinks all summer long. And again, now's the perfect time if you're interested in buying a Big Frig cooler because they're 30% off. So again, if you're in the market for a high-quality tumbler or cooler, Big Frig is the way to go. Right now, pretty much the whole field is separated by 5/10 or more. A lot of drivers just in tire-saving mode, preparing themselves for the final stretch of tonight's event. And so far, ever since taking the lead, it has been all Aaron Johnson. We'll watch. This is the pass that we saw for the lead. Yep, this is the pass that we saw for the lead right here. It's on a restart. Like a rocket on that restart for Aaron Johnson. We're coming to 100 laps in tonight's event. Make sure to take this time to like the stream on YouTube and share the stream on Facebook, as it helps us out a ton, gives exposure to the league, gives exposure to the sponsors, the drivers, and you never know. And it also helps out with the algorithm. YouTube and Facebook only shows you certain stuff depending on what you like and what you share. So make sure to share the stream and like it if you like our content, because you'll be able to see our content and others like it, other stuff like it as well. We've got 25 laps to go here in the feature event, and I think now as we're going to see the intensity starting to pick up a little bit, I think we're going to see a lot less give and take, more drivers being more aggressive, using that front bumper more. If we do see any passes, field very, very spread out at the moment. Only 6 cars are on the lead lap. Looks like something happened to Kyle Martinson. He has crashed. Well, let's watch what happened to him. Just gets loose through 1 and 2. And then hits the inside wall. Almost got hit by Gene Watkinson there. So that's unfortunate for Kyle Martinson. This whole day has just not gone right for him. Spun in qualifying. Got into an incident in the race. Got into another incident in tonight's event. I think all hope is lost for a Kyle Martinson win here tonight. It's just one of those days where nothing good happens. I've had those days before in real life where just nothing goes your way. You're kind of like a pinball. But on to next week for Kyle Martinson. Because he has missed a couple races, Martinson isn't really in contention for a championship. So really Martinson is just racing for wins. If Johnson and Bigley finish where they are at right now, Johnson will remain the point standings leader. Bigley would have to finish 9 positions ahead of Aaron Johnson if he wanted to take the point standings lead, which that is very, very difficult considering there's only 10 cars in the field. 2 of them have already manually disconnected. And 1 is sitting on pit road. Aaron Johnson, great season for him. There's really been a big 4 here this season. Aaron Johnson, Corey Bigley, Donald Clark, and Kyle Martinson. Those 4 have really dominated this season. If Johnson wins tonight, he will have the most wins out of any driver with 3. And then there will be a 3-way tie for second most amount of wins between Bigley, Clark, and Martinson. We got 12 laps to go here at Bristol, and Will Drevke is starting to put some pressure on your second place driver, Corey Bigley. Last time by, Drevke was a little bit faster with his lap time. The key is you don't want to burn off your tires, though. You want to definitely put some pressure on them, definitely keep up your speed, but you don't want to burn up your tires trying to pass them because there really won't be any hope to gain any more positions after that once you burn off those tires. Drevke, great run here through 1 and 2. Trying to look low under that 28 machine, and Drevke has had quite the roller coaster of a race. Started in the 6th place spot, was battling for second when he got into an incident with Kyle Martinson. Both of them hit the inside safer barrier. Drevke had to come in, get that damage fixed, and he had to work his way back up to the field, and here he is now looking low for the 2nd place spot. What a great comeback for Will Drevke. He looks low under the 28 machine, trying to get to the rear quarter panel. There we go. They're side by side. Drevke to the rear quarter panel. He falls back in line behind that 28 machine. He's looking low, trying to set up the pass. The door is open. Drevke is going to need to make that pass on corner entry, because with the fact that those drivers are running up against the wall, there's a period of time where they're not going to be on the bottom between the end of the straightaway in the middle of the corner. So Drevke is going to need to time it. He's going to need to get a good run on the straightaway, look low right before the entry of the corner, get under him, and he won't be able to come down because he'll know that you're there. We got 2 laps to go. Aaron Johnson, and final lap, Aaron Johnson, 1.5 second lead. It's looking pretty good that Johnson will get his 3rd win of the season here tonight. But the battle is on for second. Drevke looking low as we head through 3 and 4 to the rear quarter panel. He can't quite get by him, and Corey Bigley will end up finishing 2nd. Will Drevke 3rd. Jonathan Cofield 4th. Rick Rube 5th. Only 5 drivers finish on the lead lap. And Aaron Johnson burning it down here on the front stretch. Third win of the season for the I Love Mac and Cheese and More machine. And the Demolition Derby begins. And there we go. We got your 3rd place finisher, Will Drevke, in the waiting room. So we will go ahead and pull him in. Will, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Awesome. Well, great race for you tonight. I know it was a bit of a roller coaster one. Started about mid-pack in the 6th place position, and you were able to quickly work your way up to the field, eventually battling for the 2nd place spot. And we saw you and Martinson got into a little bit of an incident. Were in the inside wall, had to come in, get your damage fixed, but you were able to work your way back up to the field, and you were fighting for that 2nd place spot there at the end, you and Corey. But we saw Corey was able to beat you there on that last lap, and you ended up settling with the 3rd place position. Man, what was your take on tonight's event?
Kind of disappointed. I think I had the fastest car in the field. Maybe one of these times I'll get a W if I don't get wrecked.
Now, I know Bristol... is Bristol hard on the tires, and how are the tires feeling there at the end?
Yeah, Bristol's really hard on the tires. First 50 laps or so, you got to kind of take it easy and just watch your equipment, and then so you can have some rubber left at the end. If you drive too hard, the field will come back to you. And they were coming back because I took it easy the first 50, and everybody was starting to come back to me. But then got put in a hole, having to go back in the back of the field and work my way back up, really burn the tires back up. So I kind of had to cool them off and try to make a run at Corey. And I didn't want to wreck him, so I tried to race him clean. I knew I didn't have enough time to catch Aaron, which is kind of disappointing.
Now, before I let you go, is there any sponsors or shout-outs?
Yeah, I just got to thank my wife for letting me race, and 09 Motorsports. It's where we get it done.
Awesome. Well, again, congratulations on podium finisher tonight. We'll have a great rest of your night.
Thank you.
All right, let's pull in now your 2nd place finisher, Corey Bigley. Corey, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Awesome. Great race for you tonight. I know you started on the pole, but you lost the lead to Aaron Johnson early on. And then we saw the floodgates kind of open for you. We saw you were losing some position to drivers. And then we saw that wreck happen for 2nd. You were able to get back up there to 2nd and just couldn't quite catch Aaron, but you were able to hold off Will there at the end. I mean, what was your take on tonight's event here at the Last Great Coliseum?
It was good. I kind of let them go a little bit. I was trying to save a little bit of tire because I knew if I got out front, you got to do it at your own pace. And if you get out too far, and you could start hurting the right front tire. And I just kind of moved up and let both of them go and try to save the right front tire a little bit. But towards the about 25 to go, my right front tire started to say, or my front tire started saying they started giving up a little bit. But I just said, heck with that. I just started driving, tried to catch Aaron down. It just wasn't not enough. I didn't have enough right front tires.
Yeah, I know. Will said tires wear a ton here at Bristol, what do you think you maybe could have done differently to help you get the win here tonight?
Not fire off so quickly, like, as I fired off, and then I should just kind of saved a little bit more because I hurt the right front tire too early at first. But I led laps. That's good. On me, I see if I can. I'm down a little bit on Aaron now. It's not too bad, but I'll be better next race. I'm just the last race at Five Flags. My head, I just wasn't there for some reason. I don't know what was going on. I didn't have a good day that day. I don't know. My head was just not there for some reason that night. And I was just over driving too much last week. And I just calmed myself down this week and just got better and just tried not to kill the right front tire as much. And I heard it too much early on, too early. And I just tried to back off a little bit, try to save, and I didn't save enough to get to Aaron. But towards about 40 to go, I was running down about a tenth of a lap, and then I think that's when and then about 25 to go, the tires were done. I couldn't run them down at all. I was just losing a tenth and tenth. Then I had to move up higher, because when you lose tires at Bristol, you just got to carry the momentum. That's what I was trying to do.
I got you. Well, before I let you go, is there any sponsors or shout-outs?
Yes. Regular Racing, SPM, all the guys that helps us out. I've been trying to get, like I said, I've been getting better and better, and I just have to I know that track wears out right front so fast. At first I just have to just can't drive so hard at first like I did, like all three of us were going. I just burned the right front tire up too early.
Now, before I let you go, is there any sponsors or shout-outs?
We already just told you.
Oh, my bad.
You're good.
Right.
Yeah, it's just all the guys that help me out. It's great. I've been getting better and better. Yeah, it's good to be back on the podium again, finally. I know we didn't have much people, but it still was fun racing.
Yeah, I mean, 10 cars put on a heck of a show here tonight. So, again, congratulations on the win. Have a great rest of your night, Corey.
All right, thanks.
And now let's pull in your winner from Hueytown, Alabama, Aaron Johnson. Aaron, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Awesome. Well, great race for you tonight. I know you started in the third place spot, but you were quickly able to work your way up to the field. Eventually, first portion of the race, you were able to get under Corey, and you got by him for that first place spot. And after that, nobody was able to get by you. You were able to hold off any driver that came your way and end up getting your third win of the season here tonight. How does it feel?
It feels great. Finally get another win. It felt like it's been a while since I actually won one.
Now, what do you think makes you so good at Bristol? I mean, you were digging here tonight.
I ain't nowhere as good as I need to be here. It's just how the tire wear is here. And, I mean, I know you got multiple grooves here, and you don't need to wear your tires out quickly here. And normally that's what happens when you start racing each other here a lot. You burn the tires off quickly.
I got you. Now, before I let you go, is there any sponsors or shout-outs you'd like to thank for your win?
I got to thank Velocity Motorsports, SPM, Daniel Pope, Kent Hunley, all the guys at Shock iRacing Performance, my wife, my mom, my dad, everybody that watches, Josh Oswald, and Jason Warren putting on this league, you for broadcasting, and that's about it.
Awesome. Well, again, congratulations on the third win of the season. Have a great rest of your night, Aaron.
You too. Appreciate it.
Yep, no problem. Well, that will do it for tonight's event. Thank you to everyone who tuned in to watch tonight. One more time, thank you to Big Frig and Shock iRacing Performance for all their support of this league. And thank you to you, the viewers, for tuning in. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, as it would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to reach our goal of 2,500 followers on Facebook, 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and 1,000 followers on Twitch. Check out our Twitter, Intensity Broad 1. We're trying to get to 100 followers on there. We're always dropping polls, interacting with our viewers on there, and you get notified when we go live and all the platforms that we're going live on. And also make sure to check out our web store, IntensityBroadcasting.com. There you can find shirts, hats, mugs, mouse pads, stickers, photo paper, posters, and so much more from your favorite broadcaster and all the amazing leagues that we broadcast. Make sure to check out the Thunderstruck collection and pick up a Thunderstruck racing tee, a Thunderstruck... Oh, forgot. We also want to shout out the Big Frig Ice Cold move of the race. And that move is going to go to... That move is going to go here to probably the best restart of the race here for Aaron Johnson. This is when he fully got out to a lead here. Like a rocket on that restart for Aaron Johnson. And ever since then, never lost the lead. But again, make sure to pick up a Thunderstruck tee, a Thunderstruck photo paper poster, and Thunderstruck stickers. And help support the league. All proceeds go back to the broadcasts and back to the leagues. I'm Atlee Atman-Leeson on behalf of the entire Intensity Broadcasting team. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Over and out.